Hey YouTube, 118 Seth Shadow here again. Following up on my last market watch for Cardfight Vanguard D, today we're going to go over set 1 cards from Cardfight Vanguard standard format in more detail. But before I do that, I just want to make a brief call out about this card right here, Result of the Experiment Henceforth. To those of you who are looking for this card, me included, good luck. I hope you can get them without really breaking the bank. I know this card has been very difficult to get and has gotten an enormous amount of demand to the point where now someone has actually bought one copy for $50. So, again, good luck to you guys, and I kind of need it myself. We'll see what happens down the line. So, now let's get to set 1. The first thing I want to talk about is the SP over triggers that you can pick up. Because I just noticed this today and I thought I'd share. But if you take a look at TCG Player right now, currently there are 5 over triggers that you can pick up from set 1. And now all 5 of them, 4 of them, now have a listed price low above $40 now. And the most recent one to get up to this stage is Eldo Breath. I'm guessing this is in part due to Ava's influence, given that Ava is now really shooting up in popularity, so those who really wanted to max out the deck are seeking this over trigger at this point. But Bless Favor is still holding under $30 right now, with quite a few listings still available. So if you are looking to pick some up, you might want to pick it up sooner than later, because I do see this eventually climbing up at some point. Back when Magnolia Elder was one of the top tier decks within the Pulse Dragon, this card did get into the $40 range at one point. And it's very unlikely that we're going to see another SP printing of these triggers, at least for a very long time, now that Bushiroad has stopped printing SPs altogether. Then the next card I want to talk about is Painkiller Angel, which seems to have had a fallout over the last few weeks? No, it's more like the last few days. More of them seem to be coming on the market, and now you can pick them up as low as $7 right now. And even below $9 essentially, but they've gone from being $10 to $12 cards back down to the $7 to $9 range. So if you were looking to pick up painkillers, they are on a downtrend. I can't really say the same. I don't think I can say the same for the SP because I believe the lowest listing right now is still 35. So if you wanted to pick up painkillers, you could probably just go for the double R at this point. They might even go lower. So if you're willing to wait it out, I'd wait it out a little longer. Then the next thing I want to talk about are the cardinal triggers, in particular the heal and crit. So for those of you who have been following the reveals for Cardfight Set 8 for standard format, you may have noticed that Mine, which is also in Set 1, is getting a name change to fit the monster theme, or the kaiju theme that is being used in Set 8. So I think that in part has given these triggers more fame simply because of namesakes. Up to this point, we have had a limited amount of namesake, like sub-clans, kind of get introduced into standard format, but not to a really big degree. But in the event that sub-clans do become a thing, these sorts of triggers could see a lot of popularity gains. The heal trigger right now is sitting at about $2 for its common version. Then you've got $3 for its foil version. And the SP has started to buy out. people are now paying $20 to $25, which is around how much it was when the card first came out. Actually, it might have been higher when it first came out. But there are only 2 listings on it available with a total of 8 to buy, but only one person is selling it under 30 right now. So, unfortunately, if you wanted to pick these up cheap, the time has passed, unless you see these come back on the market very quick, which could happen if we... Well, I don't know if they'll come back quickly, but if we don't see enough namesakes, these could end up coming back on the market slowly. Then we've got Cardinal Draco Barbizon, the critical trigger with the Cardinal namesake. So basically, sub-clanning. But the common is now $6. Well, you can pick them up for $5 right now. Compared to, you do have one person selling a foil version of this for under $3, and then it goes to $5 on the foil. So it's surprising how the foil manages to maintain a price in this range, despite the fact that the common has really gone up in value. I only sold these things for $1, so I guess I kind of missed out on that one, but it is a common. And then you've got the SP, which it's not really, I don't think it's on buyout status yet compared to the heal trigger, but given that the heal did get bought out, you definitely want to pay attention to this one. It's currently $12 to $13 to $15, and you can still pick up plenty of them for $20 in the event that all these lower ones disappear. But it's still easier to pick up than the heal trigger as an SP, so if you want these, I'd say you might want to pick them up now, because they will not be available for a while lower than 20 if that heal trigger has been getting bought out so easily. And then the last card I want to talk about from set 1 today is Grand Heavenly Sword Alden. This card is intended for Bastion support, and the Triple R has been seeing buyouts at the 10, well, not buyouts, but it's starting to get bought at the $10 range. And listings are now $12 and still going up. We had a bit of a taper over here, which doesn't really follow the trend. It doesn't really follow the trend because you got 6 to 8, and then you had this one $3 one. I guess that kind of did it, but then these two would spike it back up. The thing is, the SP is currently around the same price. So the last one sold for $10.95 a few days ago, and you've still got several of them. Of course, all the sellers only have 1 or 2 copies at this point, but they're selling them for the $11 to $12 range. So at this point, if you want Alden, you're better off just picking up the SP since they're the same price, and the SP will definitely hold some more value over time. And that wraps up my market watch for set 1. Now, just because we have this set coming out tomorrow, I just wanted to take a quick glance over some of the cards that are available here, what has been selling, and where things might end up going, because ultimately, almost everything that you'll see for this set should go down tomorrow, since there will be a whole lot more of them on the market starting tomorrow. But in terms of the LSRs, only 2 of them have sold. Medial has sold for $190, and then you have Megatron Kyoka, who I think that was the actual sell price. Oh, 2 of them sold, $130 and $199. So yeah, it's out of stock at this point. We'll see what happens to it. The Triple R's on the high end right now, aside from Yuika, who is a complete outlier at this point, they're $8. Michu is currently $5.50, and then you keep getting lower. The heal triggers, you've got one of them at $5, which is the, let me see, attacking has attacked two. Oh, so the restanding trigger. The restanding trigger seems to be $5 at this point. Where is the other one? The critical based one. I can't see it anywhere here. Is it really that much of a difference? Or did I skip it? I might have skipped it. Well, tomorrow you should see several of these go down in price. So, if you were planning to go into Lyrical, tomorrow you also have an opportunity to pick them up cheaper. Where are the other LSRs? You've got Luticia's FFR, and then the LSR of Leaf, which $200 will be a very difficult sell. Roxella at 175. I can see it because of the artwork, I guess. But we'll see what happens. Ooh, so the FR of the other heal trigger hasn't even sold yet, and it's at 435. And then you got Lutetia, who is the high end of the whole set. This is the most expensive card in the entire set and is currently $500. In Japan, I think it could sell for about 40,000 yen, which is around $100 less than this. But yeah, at this point, that's where it's at. We'll see how many more of them come on the market. These are going to be difficult to pull in comparison to the rest, so if they maintain high prices, it won't be surprising at all. I wouldn't even be surprised if they don't go down much in the slightest. Well, I hope you enjoyed, guys, and I will see you next time.